Good evening. My name is Young Song. I'm running for Carrollton City Council, Place 2. I called Carrollton home for over 30 years and graduated from New Smith High School in the 80s. In fact, Ms. Tarker was one of my favorite teachers. She continues to have a tremendous impact on my life to this very day, and I am grateful for support and guidance. So why am I running for Carrollton City Council? Because I love this city. I love this city. Our home is in Carrollton, and my wife of 17 years, we were raising our 2 children here. Our son attends Carrollton Christian Academy, and our daughter will be start there in the fall. So I believe Carrollton is missing business opportunity that could bring high-paying jobs to our city. I am the pro-business candidate. DFW region is booming with the development and job growth. And if you wonder why jobs aren't flocking to Carrollton, we are centrally located, we have great schools and affordable housing. Yet major companies are locating elsewhere. I see untapped opportunities that will create revenue and jobs. So why am I qualified to be a New York City Council member? I have an MBA, 2.5 years of law school under my belt. I'm a licensed real estate broker, a court-certified mediator, and diploma justice language consultant. I've been qualified through the FBI as an interpreter. With this many background experiences, this experience will help Carrollton. I bring international relations that my opponent cannot. We're missing international face of our city, especially opportunity coming to U.S. from Asia. I'll give the Carrollton City Council international flavor. My family came to America from South Korea for a better life. I know firsthand how special America is. I value these opportunities that only America can provide. So no one is owed anything, but you just have the ability to make it something on itself. So I thank you again for your time. I should vote for Young Song, a new voice, and new vision on May 10th.
Thank you, Jim. I'd like to thank y'all for coming out this evening and for your support, and to the Tea Party and the Carrollton Conservative Republican Club and the Farmers Branch Group. Thank y'all for this opportunity. What I've been saying to all the voters is this: I'll commit to do the same thing that I've done the last 3 years. I continue to run on transparency, efficiency, and accountability. I want the city to be transparent, and I believe we've done a great job of that in the last 3 years. As some of you have heard at other forums, the one area I like to talk about is the consent agenda. We now allow any citizen to speak about consent agenda at the meetings from the dais, which is a fantastic move. And I would like to thank Jerry and Lee, were actually some of the individuals who suggested that, and it's been a great move. We also have our check register updated monthly online, as well as receiving the top ratings from the comptroller for our financial transparency in the state. The other area is accountability. I urge y'all to keep us accountable. I'm happy that Young has run. It allows y'all to keep me accountable in this race specifically. And so I urge y'all to continue to keep us accountable. The best way you can do it is to vote. The second best way is to show up at the meetings. So I urge all of you to come to the meetings. First and third Tuesdays of each month at 5:45, we have the work sessions, which are open to the public. And then at 7 p.m., you can come to the council meetings. Hopefully we'll get in there by 7. Sometimes our work sessions go long. And the other area is efficiency. I want to continue to push for managed competition throughout the departments of the city. I believe it is an effective tool, and it has been. We've saved over $25 million over the last 11, 12 years that it's been in place. And I want to continue to see that efficiency. I'm open to co-sourcing, outsourcing, or insourcing any of the departments, aside from police and fire, much to the chagrin of some who've spread that rumor for 3 years. I want the city to run efficient and to run like a business. Again, my name is Anthony Wilder, and I'll do the same things I've done the last 3 years. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Steve Babick. I'm a neighbor like most of you. I've been a volunteer at my neighborhood level, grassroots level, for the last 4 years as president of the Highlands Neighborhood Association. I'm happily married, my wife Peggy, my 2 children. The house I live in now in the Highlands is the only home my children have known. Okay, they're freshmen and a junior in Newman Smith High School. Okay, so we're a product of the city. We're volunteers at large. We've been volunteering as a family in the schools, across the neighborhoods, at the city level in terms of commissions and boards for the last 10 years or so. Okay, but first and foremost, I'm a businessman. Okay, I'm a fiscal conservative businessman, and there's 2 things I tell everyone that they ought to do, and some of you have heard this. One is everyone ought to own a business at one point in their life, right? Whether it's a part-time job that they're running on the side while they're working for big corporate America or for the government or whatever, or not, owning your own business really helps you to spend money as though it's your own, right? Recognizing that money isn't just growing on trees. It's not just free for any of us to spend, okay? The second thing everyone ought to do is run for office, okay? These people up here, hats off to all of them for doing that and throwing themselves out there, right? So people really can understand who they are, what they're about, for the full world to understand and see, okay? Now with that, my priorities, why I'm running, I want to bring my business perspective to the council, okay? We have a lot of good things happening at the council level. I think I can bring a new perspective to the council from a business perspective, coupled with my neighborhood level, grassroots level involvement up to now, okay? We have empty retail outlets. We need to attract businesses and bring that to the table. We need to attract new economy jobs with mobile and social that can leverage our rich history and our historical buildings throughout the city to attract that as a destination point, so that Carrollton's not just a pass-through community and convenient, but rather a destination point based on our thoroughfares to become that destination. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rick File. I'm running for Place 6, Carrollton at Large. My wife Lori and I have made Carrollton our home for the last 16 years, and we have 3 children in the Carrollton Farmers Branch School District, our youngest starting kindergarten this fall. I'm a native Texan, raised in a small town and a graduate of Texas A&M University in construction science. My career in construction and real estate in general contracting have afforded me a wide range of project types and experience, such as office, retail, medical, industrial, and distribution centers, all vital key areas in Carrollton's future and development. Prior to my 6 years of serving on the Planning and Zoning Commission, I also served as chairman of the Construction Advisory Appeals Board and as a member of the Capital Improvements Advisory Committee, and was vice chairman last fall of our bond committee, successfully promoting the bond package. This experience has earned the endorsement of the Metro Tex Association of Realtors. So I believe my 12 years of experience with the city and my career have prepared me to serve Carrollton well. My goals are all interrelated, and I imagine our questions tonight will show just how I feel about these. Quality and redevelopment in the city, a stronger network association of our neighborhoods, and replacing of aging infrastructure. Carrollton is an aging inner ring suburb, and we have reached a critical crossroads where such important issues and decisions are critical to our future. Our success is important. It depends upon our families and our schools, home values, and businesses. We need to elect strong leadership for a strong and successful Carrollton of the future. I want to apply my experience and accept the responsibility to be a leader for Carrollton, and would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you for those statements, gentlemen. So I'm going to read a little context to set the context of the forum, the questions we're going to ask. What we, the people of the Tea Party movement, believe. We believe in the inalienable rights as endowed by our Creator, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That government can only govern with the consent of the governed. That government powers are limited to those granted to it by the people. That the Bill of Rights is a guarantee from government intrusion. That the government cannot restrict the freedom of peaceful thought, expression, or action. That people are individually and collectively responsible for their actions. So with that context, we believe that our elected representatives should manage the business of running the city while at the same time reflecting the will of the people they represent and staying within the bounds of the Bill of Rights. So, first question, we'll start with you, Rick. How does the context align with your core beliefs about the role of a Carrollton councilman?
Okay. Yeah, first of all, property rights are very important.
Ray, could you speak into the microphone, please? We can't hear you.
Usually I don't even need a microphone. Property rights are very important. The role of the city is to set guidelines and establish ordinances for the betterment of the city with everyone's best interest in mind. Many times those ordinances come in conflict with certain property owners and their expressment of their property rights, and those are usually conveyed in the manner of their voting and their voicing of their opinions. But a lot of times the city ordinances are done just for that, to look at what's best for the city overall. And many times those ordinances are not perfect. The people setting those ordinances are not perfect either, and they need to be challenged. They need to be reviewed and examined for what's best for Carrollton. And that's my intent, is to do what's best for Carrollton and to learn from the experience and from our mistakes.
So, just a quick follow-up, which everybody else can answer too. You would be in support of some kind of sunset for regulations, so that they every few years have to be reviewed, and if not found applicable, or if times have changed, or if there was a big outcry, they would be changed.
Well, perhaps a sunset. I'm not familiar with how that is appropriately applied, but any ordinance or zoning itself is always subject to review. Special use permits and things like that are always available or subject to review at any time. And an ordinance that's been adopted can be modified, but a specific sunset overlay could be. I'd be open to that. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Babbitt?
Yep, thank you. The Neighborhood Association president, 4 years, treasurer, 3 years before that. Definitely all about the neighborhood, guys. I believe in the grassroots voices from our neighbors, from our neighborhoods themselves, speaking up and coming to the city agendas, speaking on the issues, raising issues to the city agendas, and responding to those. That's exactly what I'm about. That's exactly why I'm running. Okay, that grassroots level effort. Okay. Secondly, business friendly. We have to have a more business friendly city in terms of being able to attract and retain and not retard growth of business. We've had issues where we've had special use permits that actually have come up for renewal, and businesses who are thriving, wanting to expand, being retarded in terms of their growth. So what's going to happen from there? Perhaps those businesses will leave. So what I'm all about is fundamentally the same beliefs and principles that you've espoused, and that is will of the people and government get out of the way, and that's what I'm about. Thank you.
Mr. Wilder?
Thank you. Definitely an individual who wants to fight for the private property rights of those who own property in the city. I will, that's my presupposition for almost every decision I make with regards to zoning and ordinances and things of that nature. I definitely align and agree with the Tea Party. That's why I'm a member of it. I align and agree with the Republican Party. That's why I'm a member of it and very involved with the club that actually is hosting this event as one of the 4 co-founders of it. I believe that the rights are from the Creator, that He created everything, and it all comes from Him, and it's for Him and to Him. And I believe that we should be aligned with the will of the people and with the U.S. Constitution, because those are the laws of the land at this time, as well as the state constitution. So thank you, Jim.
Mr. Sun?
Yes, sir. It says we the people is, for instance, for the people of Carrollton. We should respect, honor individual rights. And secondly, business. It should be business opportunity. Our city is stagnant. We need to take it to the next level to the not live in the shadows of Dallas, Coppell, or Louisville. We need to do that. Not only we have to respect the individual, also understand that how we can do this for the people. Thank you.